All right. Well, officially, good morning. Welcome to everyone, and thank you for joining us for today's PMPA Benefits Tour webinar. My name is Harry Senta Jr. I'm the Director of Membership here, and I'll be your host. Also joining us, we have several members of the PMPA team. Carly Kistler Miller, our Director of Programs and Marketing, and also Mr. David Nguyen, our Technical Services and Industry Affairs Director. But before we get started, a few quick housekeeping items. Please feel free to submit questions at any time using the chat box. And we're also going to set aside some time throughout the presentation and at the end for live Q&A. So don't hesitate to ask questions as they come up. Today's webinar is designed to provide you with an overview of PMPA and the benefits, resources, and opportunities that are available through your membership. For those of you that are new to PMPA, PMPA has been serving the precision manufacturing industry since 1933, and we provide manufacturers and industry suppliers with the tools, resources, education, knowledge, benchmarking, and industry connections that are needed to help improve performance, reduce risk, solve problems, and drive business growth. What makes PMPA unique is our membership community. Our manufacturing members, coupled with our technical members, they work together to share knowledge, to help solve challenges, develop their teams, and strengthen the industry through collaboration. So whether you're looking for technical expertise, workforce development resources, business intelligence, networking, industry advocacy, PMPA is definitely here to help. We often say that PMPA members are better together. That's our motto. And over the next hour, we're going to show you exactly what that means and how your company can continue to benefit or start benefiting from being part of the PMPA community. So with that being said, let's get started here and we'll jump into the presentation. So I wanted to start off with a simple question. What challenges are keeping you up at night? These challenges are definitely the same ones facing precision manufacturers across the country, and they're exactly the types of problems that PMPA helps our members solve through our shared knowledge, our industry expertise, and the strong network of peers that we have available. So, hopping into our benefits here and our resources, our concierge service. PMPA staff embodies our core values. They are knowledge and expertise, integrity, stewardship, collaboration, respectful, and concierge service. You can see our staff here. Emily up top, that's our executive director. I think you guys all know this bald guy here. That's me. We have Carly, David, Joe Jackson, our director of communications and events. Kelsey is our office coordinator. She also helps out with membership and chapters. Durain is our media go-to. And last but not least, Monica is our events assistant. Wanted to throw out a quick reminder there. Mr. David Nguyen in the cap here is always available for a call or an email if you need help with a technical situation, challenge, or issue. But moving along, Fisher Phillips, we have a partnership with them. Members receive a complimentary legal consultation on any employment or labor matter. And they also receive exclusive access to the PMPA Fisher Phillips portal. That's an online resource, and it features a number of great things: employment law updates, compliance guidance, workplace trends, HR tools. And the cool thing about it, it's designed specifically for manufacturers. Next, we have Inside Beltway, and I want to hand it off to David, and he'll share a little bit more about our partnership in DC with them.
So inside Beltway, primarily through Omar Nasashibi in Washington, is our retained lobbyists, and they help us promote precision machining at the government level, both regulatory in Congress, the president. We're actively communicating on issues like tariffs, the OSHA heat rule. We testified last year before the committee on the OSHA heat rule. We're working actively on even some state issues and pulling some data in for those. So we're that line of communication for representatives in Washington that want to know more about our industry, and we try to promote the industry and get regulations and things through that are actively helping our association, helping our members, and try to get rid of those things that hinder us. Another big thing we participate in is tax issues. And every year in December, we do what's called the DC fly-in, and we bring a group of members and we go to Washington. Before we do that, we take a large survey and get an understanding of where members are on certain issues, and also understand different tax issues, especially, and bring that data to Washington and meet with our representatives in person. It's a very valuable benefit.
David, thank you very much. We also do a monthly public policy webinar update, don't we? Good
Yes, we
stuff.
do. Every month, Omar and I jump on. It's primarily Omar, and he gives you just an update of everything that's going on in Washington, everything you need to know. Right now, it's been heavy on tariffs, a little bit on regulation. There's a lot of moving pieces with the tariffs right now, and each month, it's usually the last Friday of the month. You have to watch the schedule. There's a few times a year that we'll jump into the next week or the previous week because of some scheduling conflicts with either myself or Omar. But generally, the last Friday of the month, we always do our public policy webinars.
That's correct. Be sure to keep updated and read your PMPA weekly newsletter. We always include the invites for the monthly public policy webinar update in there as well. So that's our concierge service. Next is our collective intelligence. And this is one of my favorite parts of PMPA. It's just amazing how our members can connect, learn, and stay engaged through our events, our podcasts, and our industry programs. And I'm going to hand it off now to Carly, and she's going to talk a little bit about our events and podcasts.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the webinar. Yeah, I'm thrilled that I get to tell you about this because these events are where you make your strategic relationships. It's where you're going to find that resource, that person to call if you're stuck with something or if you need help with something. We've got our listservs, incredibly powerful. But I think everybody has been in a networking where you have met that person that might even become a lifelong friend, but is definitely somebody who can help you with your business as well. So we have different events for different reasons. We have our annual meeting. Our annual meeting will be held in the spring. That is owners and upper management. There's education to learn about economics, what's going on in the world, leadership, plus it's always at a really nice resort. So, if you can pull off going to the annual meeting, I suggest you do that.
Highly
Management update is exactly what it sounds like. It is to update managers. So your upper management, owners as well, middle management. This is where you can learn about, again, the economy, leadership, things going on within the industry, anything that managers for precision machining shops need to know. It's timely, it's relevant, and it's presented in the fall. National Technical Conference, that is our biggest conference, and that is for our shop people. So this is for quality, machinists, setup, engineers, sales, IT, upper management and middle management as well. Everybody is welcome to this, but they are 40, just so you get that, 40 sessions on precision machining. We just had one in Toledo last month. It was a huge success. not only are you learning a ton in the sessions, but again, the networking and the people, they speak your speak, they talk your talk. They know that to understand the challenges that you're dealing with. So truly the networking is really strong at all of these. Then we have the mastery program that is coming up October 20th and 21st. That is going to be in the Rosemont, Illinois, Chicago area. We are going to, right now is scheduled for 11 stops. It is a bus tour. It is for manufacturing members. You can sign up. We will take care of, all you got to do is get there. I've got hotels, I've got the bus, I've got your food. I will make sure you are taken care of the whole time you are on Mastery Tour, and you will get to see the supply chain. It is designed for the next generation, for your next leaders to come up and get out of just seeing the machine or get out of just their own little world and see what's out there and understand why the steel comes in that way, or why the steel manufactures that way, or why the tools are done that way. You see tool makers, we're going to go to steel mills, we're going to go to other shops to learn best practices. I can't say enough about the Mastery program. It's truly, truly valuable, and seating is limited. We're going to be launching that in July. Then we've got our PMTS, which is the biggest precision machining trade show in the United States. Yes, we're proud. And that is the Precision Machining Technology Show. It is we fill the entire Cleveland Convention Center with exhibitors, with their technology. There are machines on the floor. You can watch them being used. It's an incredible resource. I know IMTS is the big boy over there in Chicago, but you got to go find your people. You don't have to find your people at PMTS. They're all there waiting for you. Expertise in the room, waiting to talk with you. And our National Technical Conference is right in front of it. So for 2027, the tech conference is May 2nd through 4th. And then it ends at 10:30, and 10:30 the show opens. Ta-da! You walk right into the show, all in the same place. So you want to get those on your calendars. PMTS then is from May 4th to May 6th. We also have local events. So those are all our national events. We have local events, chapter events. So keep an eye out. Every member is assigned to a chapter. Not all chapters are active, but we are currently working on getting all the chapters active. So if you are in a chapter where you're not seeing any events coming through and you're very interested in that, please let us know, because we can't have the chapters without the members. We're going to need you for that. But you can find out. Email is our biggest form of communication. So please check your emails for any kind of announcements and such. But you can also go on, when you log on to the listserv communities, on your landing page, it will show any chapter events in your area as well. We also have 2 podcasts that I'm very proud of. Our Speaking of Precision podcast is released every Monday. We are in our 7th season, and I am also proud to say that we have never repeated an episode. It is fresh content every single Monday, and it's all about precision machining. It is free. So all you have to do is go on your major, whatever podcast platform you like, find Speaking of Precision, follow us, and you will get all the content. It's everything from technical to business to quality to economy to regulations, all kinds of information. Basically, you're going to hear Dave talk a lot, but there's a lot in his brain. So that's how we get it out. We also have our Speaking of Suppliers podcast, which I encourage all manufacturing members to listen to and encourage technical members to sign up for, because you guys get to give the Speaking of Suppliers podcast. You get to talk about your services and products and how it will help the shops attack whatever challenge you have the solution for. Again, free for technical members to do that. All you got to do is contact me and we'll get you signed up and get the podcast out there. Plus, all of our podcasts live in our knowledge centers, which David will be talking about here shortly. So it becomes a resource for the members as well.
Thank you very much, Carly. Before we get on to the next benefit, we have a couple quick testimonials we would like to share here from Jim Wren and Adria Bagshaw. Hope you enjoy them.
Hi, everyone. My name's James Wren. I'm president of Hudson Precision Products in beautiful Broadview, Illinois. Hudson is one of the founding members of what was the NSMPA in, I believe, 1934. There's 4 other member companies that are still in existence. I'm a past president of the association, and I can tell you that we wouldn't have navigated 116 years in business if we hadn't benefited for the last 6 or 7 decades, 8 decades. I think we're coming up on a 90th year of PMPA, since PMPA creation. And I can tell you that many difficult challenges were met with the help and assistance from the other members of our association. Whether it's developing a new plan for a new plant floor, whether it's how to handle issues within the communities we live in, whether it's training issues, whether it's transitional issues within our family, generational transitions. We're the 4th generation, my brother and I. Invaluable input from other companies that had crossed those boundaries throughout their creation and their existence.
So the thing I love about PMPA is, as a small business owner, I have access to so many different resources, and I don't feel like such a small business after that. So the content for me at the conferences is always excellent. I come home with great takeaways, but the best value I get, and the reason that I keep coming back, is the community and the networking. For me, being able to talk to other shop owners and benchmark with them, share stories, learn about their history, learn from what they've succeeded at, learn from their mistakes, that's been invaluable for me. One of the biggest things that surprised me is how willing our members are to share. There is such a feeling of camaraderie. We're all in this together. We're really not competing. There's plenty of business. There's plenty of labor out there. And we're all going to be better when we work together. And I see that time and again as I talk to other members.
All right. So next, we have our resources. And I think that one of the most valuable member benefits is definitely our listserv communities. Not to mention our industry reports, our knowledge centers, and you add in the legislative and regulatory updates. But I'd like to turn it back over to David, and he's going to share a little bit more about these resources with you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Harry. So, our listserv communities, that is really one of the powerful things about this association. You can post a topic and get a response within just a few minutes. And it's amazing, the community, everything from sharing gauges. You're running a job and you don't have some weird metric set of gauges. You can ask to borrow a set. A lot of people are open to that, and they'll ship them to you, and they ship things back and forth looking for random pieces of material. You need just a couple bars of C187 brass or copper, and then somebody's has that on their shop floor and they're not using it anymore. It's really cool, the community and the camaraderie among the other members. And we have a listserv for several different topics. The technical listserv is our most active listserv, and that's technical problems. That's even sharing gauges and material and things like that. You got a plating problem. You're having grinding issues. All those types of issues get posted on technical. And then quality, it's a little less active, but it's really where the quality people hang out. Because when you get a question on quality, that's always a head scratcher for me. I'm waiting for them to respond so I can learn something, because the quality group is some intelligent people. And the same thing for HR. I am not Mr. HR, and the HR professionals that we have sharing information, I'll share a lot of the updates from Fisher Phillips and Omar and things like that on the HR listserv, but I'm a plebeian when it comes to that stuff, and the experts on the HR listserv, it's amazing what they do, and the communication back and forth, things about employee manuals, how you're handling time off, vacation issues. It's a really incredible listserv. And then our IT listserv, which is kind of headed up by the IT committee, and there's a lot of great content on there. We have Michael Vey, who's posting on a regular basis, posting some really great IT tutorials. But if you have any kind of questions IT related, you can pass that on there and get some great information. And then our corporate listserv is just kind of a general corporate information. We post all kinds of regulatory updates there. We'll post just any kind of updates. Maybe we'll have an action item. The Omar needs some information in Washington, things like that. We'll post there. And then also the members share different things. If you just have issues around management and business practices. And then our industry reports. There's a lot of power in this. I'm an economics nerd, so I love industry reporting. Our business trends survey, it's been going on for a long time now. We have a 20-year track record of hitting an R squared of 0.967. So basically a 97% accuracy at predicting end of year sales with our business trends index in April. So in April, you're going to know what sales are. Now you get the full report if you participate in the survey. We'll provide updates in general to the whole association, but you can get the full report by participating in the survey. And then our ITR economics partners, they do a great job keeping us up to date. Every quarter, they give us a report. It has several different sectors of the economy that they track. They give us predictions. Their predictions are highly accurate. It's amazing how well they predict where things are going to be, things like industrial productions, light truck and automotive, and other economic sectors. And then also a couple times a year at the different meetings, whether Connor comes to annual meeting or management update, it kind of changes around a little bit, but we get an update directly from them, and they do a great job. It's very entertaining. For an economics nerd, I can go in there and enjoy it even if the guy's just giving bland numbers. But if you're not an economics nerd, they're so entertaining. They do such a great job. They bring it down to a level that everybody can understand. They keep it moving, and it's a great way to get an economics presentation because you get entertained, and there's a lot of comedy, and they do a lot of comedy while delivering bad news. So it's very well done. And then we have our annual wage and salary reports. So every year we do shop staff, and we break it down by sales, by region, by number of employees, and different things. So you can see the different job categories and where wages are landing in your region. And then about every 3 to 5 years, we also do the management staff. Those salaries don't change as much, and so we only do that report about every 3 to 5 years, but you have to participate in the survey to get the full results. We provide a few updates on a couple presentations throughout the year with some information from that survey. But in order to get the full report, you have to participate. And we also do our holiday time off survey. So this is just a great way to compare what the various holidays that different shops are giving off, how many hours of vacation they're giving. Are they going to take Christmas Eve and New Year's off? Are they going to take New Year's Eve and New Year's off? That kind of thing. Are they going to take off some of the other holidays throughout the year? Do they close the shop for Veterans Day or Juneteenth? Those type of things. So you get to kind of compare yourself to what the other shops are doing. So that's a great survey. And then we also have our knowledge centers. So this is primarily located on our website currently. So if you go to pmpa.org and click on the knowledge centers, they have them by topic. We also have information there based on the delivery format. So like podcasts, articles, things like that. And you can also use the search. The search works pretty good on our website. It's not as good as Google, but you'll get a good response, and it'll bring up what you're looking for. But there's information there. We have a long history of creating these awesome technical manuals all the way back to 1933. We've generated some great content over the years, and especially if you're running legacy equipment, we have a lot of content for legacy equipment. But even like business management practices and things that don't change that much over time, there's a lot of great content in our knowledge centers. There's like 4,000 documents in there. And we're also moving a lot of that content and creating new content into our listserv platform on Higher Logic. And coming this fall, late summer, we're going to have an answer bot that's going to be an AI answer engine that's similar to ChatGPT, Copilot, Anthropic, depending on what you're used to using. And it's going to give you answers from our data set. So you're going to be getting answers directly related to machining, and it's going to be based on things like our listserv postings. It's going to be based on our historical documentation and even podcasts and things that we create new. This is indexing all that content. So this is going to be a powerful search engine that gives you interpretive answers based on our data set. And there's Also, our live regulatory updates. So if we have a major issue going on, we're going to update that. We're going to post that out to the CEO and corporate listservs. If we need answers or need responses, sometimes I'll send out a survey that I need answers for because we're giving answers directly to maybe a committee in Congress, giving answers directly to the president's staff or something. They're doing a study, and we have an ear in Washington, and they listen to us. So these surveys matter, and so when we send these out, if you would participate, it makes a big difference. You get to have a large voice in deciding what happens in our government. And then we provide updates through the listserv as well. I'll give out regular regulatory, that's hard to say, regular regulatory updates. If a major issue comes up, we have some new OSHA rule, interim rules, proposed new rulemaking. We get very active on proposed new rules. We try to get ahead of the game and get in there and get our comments in. So we do written comments a lot of times and even testify at the OSHA hearings to try to get our say on some of these rules, because a lot of times they make a proposed rule and we need to dial it back some to make it more efficient for our shops.
Thank you very much, David.
You're welcome.
Great updates there on the resources. And I have a couple more testimonials to share here from former board presidents Tom Holliday and John Havey. Hope you enjoy it.
Hi, this is Tom Halliday from H&R Screw Machine Products in Reed City, Michigan, and we have been a PMPA member for over 30 years. I'd like to tell you about two of the reports that are available as a benefit to our membership. One is the wage survey. The wage survey gives us a composite listing of wage ranges for various positions within our companies. These are also broken down by region, so they're relevant to our various manufacturers. Another important report is the business trends report. This allows member companies, to compare their sales trends with the broader industry. These are just two examples of the valuable information available to PMPA members.
I wanted to talk to you about the listserv community. It's one of the best benefits of being a PMPA member. You can reach out to the membership and ask questions about HR, other business advice, technical issues. I even saw somebody that needed a gauge and asked if they could borrow it on the listserv. Somebody answered right away and sent it over, let them borrow it.
As David mentioned, true story. They sent it over, they FedExed it, and they had the gauge the first thing the next morning. It really
and
is
that's
amazing.
not like a rare occurrence. I've probably seen that 25 times over my long years. So for those of you listening, I used to be a member company. My family owns a shop. I was a member for years and years, and then now I'm staff. So I've seen the listserv for 12 years now, and there's a lot of great connections on that listserv.
Yes, definitely. So last but not least, our member discounts. PMPA has a number of endorsed affinity partners. And the great thing about our affinity partners, this can help offset the cost of your membership dues through the discounts and savings that you can realize through them. As a prime example, through Grainger and FedEx alone, members save an average of over $5,000 a year. In addition to those partners, we also work with Federated Insurance, number one insurance provider in the manufacturing industry. And we've also recently added 4 new affinity partners. TriNet is for comprehensive HR solutions. 5 is an energy advisory firm, and they offer services to help you save on your gas and electric. Rhythm Systems is a business strategy execution platform and coaching partner. And last but not least, IDS, Information Discovery Services. They can be utilized for background screening and also workforce monitoring. So if you're not taking advantage of our affinity partners, I highly suggest that you do. You can access them on pmpa.org, and I'll show you where the information's at. Also, following the webinar, we'll be sure to include the link so you can learn more about our partners and take advantage of their services and benefits, if you like. So, all right. So why PMPA? Our average member shop does just under 13 million. Basically, PMPA member shops, they are top performers. And the number speaks for itself. 268% greater sales than our NAICS code industry average. And you can see here the average tenure by member type. A lot of our members have been with PMPA over 20 years. And through that, they've been able to access industry leading resources and insights, adopt proven industry best practices, build strategic peer and supplier relationships, leverage member exclusive resources and savings, and also solve challenges faster through the shared experiences and knowledge of all of our members. So basically, the results: stronger businesses, more informed decisions, and a competitive advantage in an increasingly challenging marketplace. So,
Can I add something here, Harry?
yes, you can, Carly.
Not every shop started out as a top shop, as one of the most successful shops. A lot of them became that way because of PMPA, and not just because they joined, but because they took advantage of the benefits and the resources. So I know you guys are on this webinar to learn about it, and I love that. And hopefully all of this will help you grow. But I didn't want you to think that everyone comes in at that level. A lot of them build up because of the PMPA relationships.
I would say most shops came in at a lower level and have built up over the years.
There you go.
Excellent. So who benefits from PMPA membership? Everyone on your team. Owners, upper management, middle management, sales, operators, setup, IT, HR, engineers, quality, machinists, leads, you name it. Everyone can set up a profile, and through that, they'll get access to PMPA's benefits and resources, the listserv communities and knowledge centers, you name it. So that is the beauty of PMPA membership, not just for the company, but it is for your entire team. So at this point, that concludes the formal portion of today's benefits tour. And I wanted to open it up now for questions and discussion. I'm also going to hop over onto pmpa.org and share a live demo of some of the benefits, resources, and tools that we have available. So if anyone has any specific questions, feel free to unmute yourself or add the questions to the chat box, and we'll be happy to answer them. So.
Okay, so y'all either aren't paying attention or we're that good. Come on, give us a question. Come on, challenge us.
Something good.
Oh, maybe we are that good.
Learning how to navigate the site to find all these wonderful benefits that you've explained. Is there a good way to sort of learn how to do all that?
Yes, indeed, there is. And you just have to go to pmpa.org. I have the website up right here. And first thing that you need to do, if you go under my profile, if you do not have a profile set up already, just click my profile and you'll be able to set one up. Once you have your profile set up, under manage my profile, you can update your personal information on there. Next thing you're going to want to do, very, very important, subscribe and edit the email listservs that you belong to. So as an example here, I'm already logged in. I am staff, so I belong to all the listservs, but you're able to pick and choose. And you can see over here, you simply need to subscribe or not subscribe. And again, based off of David's explanation, the key ones that you're going to want to subscribe to are the corporate HR, quality, the manufacturing and technical listserv, by and far, that is our biggest and best. And we have some others for the chapters and whatnot too. So make sure you're subscribed to the listservs. And then if you are the primary or alternate contact for your company, you're going to want to make sure that you manage your company profile. So you're going to click on this. I do not have access to PMPAs, unfortunately, but the neat thing about it, you can get in there, you can add your logo, your demographics, the raw materials that you work with, the machining and capabilities that you have, and the importance behind that. On our website, we have our Find a Supplier search tool. And when an outside company comes in, an OEM or someone, and they are looking for a contract manufacturer to partner with, this is how they're going to find you. So please make sure you have that information updated. When it comes renewal time, you can renew your membership right here. And we encourage everyone, download the member logo, add that to your email signature, put it on your website, add it to your promotional materials and brochures. And as far as help is concerned, Jim, right here under member website administration, you can see we have some how-to videos, how to update industries, how to use the knowledge centers, how to add a headshot, and last but not least, how to add your company logo to your profile. So that is under my profile.
Harry?
Yes, Carly?
I just wanted to mention that not everybody can create a profile. The profiles have to be created by the primary contact or alternate contact. So once you have your profile, then you can go in and do all this stuff. But to create the profile, it has to be done by primary or alternate. And if you need help setting up who the primary is and alternate, we are more than happy to help you with that.
It's a corporate managed profile system, so the leadership manages the profiles.
There we go. Plus, there's also off the homepage. Harry, would you go to the homepage for a second?
Yep.
On the left, no, right-hand side, swear, you'd think I'd know my lefts and rights by now. You could see under listserv communities, there's tutorials there. So if you need help setting up your profile, figuring out how to use the listservs, how to subscribe to the listservs, how to use our app, here's where you can learn all of that. Again, if you need help, we are here for you. We are more than happy to personally help you with that.
Yeah, and another key thing to note too, make sure you whitelist at connectedcommunity.org. That will prevent any of the emails and communications going into your spam. So, all right, so let's hop back over here. Once you have your profile set up, you're able to log in, and we have the key member links available here. The public policy webinar updates, Fisher Phillips, chapter resources. We even have a PMPA member map. I can show you that real quick. Basically, it plots out all of our members coast to coast. And the really cool thing about this, we've color coded it. So tech members are blue, manufacturing are green, associate members are orange, and last but not least, affiliate members are purple. You can even zoom in, so you can see here throughout the Midwest and on the Eastern Seaboard, we have quite a few members. But say if you're traveling and maybe you want to stop and visit with a member company, you just click right on the flag, and that's going to pull up the contact within the organization. Great resource just to see where some of the other member companies are located at and network with them some more. So back to the website under the for members, our key member links are off here over to the right. We have our event schedule, the membership directory, the listservs, articles, podcasts, reports. I mentioned the Find a Supplier. We also have a material and equipment exchange. I can show you that real quick here.
Can I say a quick word about Find a Supplier?
Yes, you can, Carly.
Okay, so be sure to fill out your demographics because our company online listing is public. So customers could come looking for you. And if you don't have your demographics set up, they're not going to find you. So make sure that your and I'm talking manufacturing member or technical member, you want to make sure your demographics are set up. So if somebody's looking for you, they can find you. There's also an individuals directory that is members only, but the company one is public.
Yeah, these are those demographics that Carly was talking about. That way they can come in, they can search by product and service, equipment, materials, certs, min, max diameter, or even by chapter. So, all right. So again, member links over to the right. Let's show you guys some material and equipment exchange. Basically an online marketplace for manufacturing members to buy and sell used equipment, machines, tooling, extra raw materials you may have around the shop. And the great thing about it, it is member to member. So it's a very, very trusted resource and show you some of the postings that are currently on here. But as a member company, you are welcome to post on here. And you can see here, all you have to do is click add listing. And basically, pretty simple. It'll walk you through general section. You can also add images and videos as well. So encourage members to take advantage of that. And if you need any help, feel free to reach out to us, and we're more than happy to assist. So.
And technical members are allowed to post as well, but they can't post anything they sell. So this is used. So if you have something extra or a machine,
you got an old forklift or something like that you need to get rid of.
Yeah, but it can't be stock. This isn't the sale place.
All right. So real quick, the listserv communities. And once
also,
you have,
while you're logging in, I want to put a pitch in. You guys are getting a little inside baseball here because we haven't announced it. We're about to get a new online system, and you guys are going to have personalized dashboards that you'll be able to land on, and everything you need is going to be on those dashboards. It's going to be very powerful. We will have it rolled out by the end of the year. So you'll probably be going through this again because we're going to show you some new stuff, but I wanted to let you know that that's coming.
Thank you, Carly. Yeah, so once you're logged in, you'll have access to your list communities right here, the communities that you're subscribed to, or all of them. Carly mentioned the member directory. You can search by company or by individuals. There's a summary of our events. You click on that, and that's going to pull up everything that's going on. And then you can also browse discussion posts, library entries. We have a glossary, and also all of the listserv community emails. And then we have our member home. If I click on this, it's going to pull up my little home dashboard.
And this is what you guys will see. He's in the back end, so you're kind of seeing more than you will actually see.
Yeah, this actually is what it looks like for you.
He's extra but when you log in, you're going to see this, what he's showing you now, for you, obviously.
Yeah, and this dashboard here will be tailored for you. It has the listservs that you subscribe to, the things that you've expressed interest into will show up here on this dashboard for you.
And there's some quick links here too. All right, so let's show you the listservs real quick. Again, CEO, that's limited to owners and presidents of companies. We have a Children of Bosses. Obviously, a lot of our member companies are second, third, fourth generation. So, dealing with the transitions, we set up that special listserv there. We have one for CMMC. We have the different chapter ones. I'm going to hop into the corporate listserv here, and you can see a summary of some of the more recent discussions that are going on in here. David Wynn actually puts together an HRB and scrap report and shares that through the corporate listserv community, and real easy to access. And that's going to pull up the report here. Very detailed. David, thank you for your hard work on this and bringing it to our members each and every month. We greatly appreciate it. And you can also sort up top here by most replies, least replies, and you can see how many discussions there's been, library items, and the number of individuals that are involved in that listserv. So I'll look at some of the hotter topics that have been on here. You can see corporate listserv going with that theme. Manufacturing overhead burden rate calculations, estimating software, FAI charges, net 90 payment terms, NIST 800 ITAR consultant. The list goes on and on. So corporate listserv, great tool, and definitely encourage you to check that out. And if you have knowledge or expertise that you can share, by all means, please hop in and share what you know to help other members out, because it is all about sharing and helping each other continue to succeed. So here's HR. And HR, we actually wanted to show everyone this here. We have a monthly grant tracking matrix that we share. We received this through Inside Beltway Solutions. It is really a great report. And I'm going to show you what that looks like.
It's an Excel spreadsheet that breaks it down by state and federal level of all the grants that are available. And then in the post that I put out, I highlight the ones that are ending by the 15th of the next month. So that's kind of your urgent ones. But this will list everything. And then the ones in red are ones that are no longer available, but it gives you some history on what has been available, maybe at the federal level or your state, and really helps you kind of keep an eye out for different things coming.
Thanks, David. And yes, you can see here, you can search by state too. Really a lot of great opportunities here, and we encourage you to take advantage of them. But that's enough of, HR. I can show some of the hotter topics that we have on here, obviously relating to human resources management, machinist pre-employment testing, ICRA and QSERA plans, shop towels and floor mats, no cell phone policy, 401k providers. And again, we have a search bar too. So if there's a particular topic that you're looking for, you can type that in right up top here. Even if it's already been discussed, feel free to submit a post. Members love talking about challenges, problems, issues, shop stuff, and always willing and able to help each other out. So that's the HR listserv. Let me get over to the technical.
Are there any other questions while we're doing all this?
Yes.
Come up with a question? Yeah. Harry gets all excited.
Yes, I do. I love the listservs.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
All right. So again, the tech listserv, biggest and best, 1.6 thousand discussions, over 750 individuals on here. So when you put out a post, it is going out to 750 plus of the brightest and the best in precision machining and manufacturing in the United States. So you can see some of the more recent posts and discussions on here. We actually have one that's going on right now. Thomas Hoster posted looking for a vendor that can perform nitrate testing that's ITAR registered, Midwest or California plus. And you can see here members hopping in right away, helping each other out with their suggestions and recommendations. So, again, if you need a vendor recommendation, great place to go. As opposed to going through your Rolodex and calling, 10, 20 different vendors. Bring it here to the listservs. Our members will candidly share who they've had great experiences with. And oftentimes they include the direct contact information as well. So it's going to save you the time, the hassle, and really the peace of mind. Being able to know that, hey, I'm going to contact this vendor and other members have had great experiences. So it gives you that peace of mind too as well.
And if you go unanswered or you have something strange, weird, and different that nobody has an answer for, a lot of times you'll get a personal email from me. And if you don't, just send me a note and then I'll work on it. I'll see if I can find something for you.
Yeah, see all those books in the back? There's more. He's got knowledge.
Oh, yes, he does.
Dave is our knowledge center.
Yes. So you can see some of the hotter topics that have been discussed on here: removing oil inside blind holes, tools that we're breaking on a Brown and Sharp job.
Can't forget the fall color adventure spots. That was a hot topic. That's how our membership is. So we can talk about everything from machining to where we're going to go this fall to see the beautiful colors change.
A lot of people weighed in on it.
Oh, that was a good one.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. But yeah, it just shows we love to have fun too. And as you're reading through the posts, you're definitely going to come across some humor that's mixed in as well. But yeah, again, a great resource. You can see some of the topics that have been discussed on here. I'm going to hop in here and show you real quick the tools that we're breaking on the Brown and Sharp job. Great thing about the listservs, not only can you post on here, but you can include videos, you can include photos. So Skip posted this, and you can see here, included the picture. Here's our beloved Miles Free, our director emeritus. Miles retired and free. But as you see here, members hopping in with suggestions. And
this issue was actually resolved between some comments from members, and then also I worked on it with them personally. For those of you still running Brown and Sharps, I have a Brown and Sharp background. That's kind of that's where I come from. So I can help with Brown and Sharp issues.
Yeah, and you can see here you're able to include photos. So the conversation went on and on. David took a deep dive here and really helped out with getting this resolved. But you can see it goes on and on, speeds and feeds. And, Skip, first want to say thank you to everyone. We're up and running. Want to let everyone know what appears to make our tools last a respectable life. So, again, the power of the listservs, helping each other out and solving challenges and problems. It really is amazing. So.
All right, I'm your timekeeper. It's noon.
Oh, it's noon.
Okay. Does anybody have any other questions or anything that you came here to learn today that did not get resolved? Something something we left hanging?
Yeah, here's the knowledge centers too. I'll hop in them real quick. As David mentioned, format, topic. We have a designer's guide on here.
And with the bot, that's going to be so much easier. We have almost 3,000 resources in those knowledge centers. and they're added to every week.
All right. Well, if no one has any questions, I want to thank everyone very much for joining us today. We'll be sending out a recording of the webinar. And if you have any additional questions, feel free to reach out to us. Again, here's our contact information for David and I. Anything technical related, if you want to run something past David, feel free to reach out to him directly and he can assist with that. We appreciate everyone's support of PMPA, being a member, and we'll be in contact with an update, some of the key links that from the benefits and resources that we dove into today. So thanks again, everyone. Have a great weekend and a great summer.
Thank you very much.
Thank you all.
You're welcome. Yep. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Bye.
Bye.